I've always fixed it anyways. It doesn't matter.
Welcome to ExAnime, episode number 45.
Let's do a real hyped intro, but no, just over here like, fuck your intro. B list, number 2 list, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah, the second list where we talk about shows. We're talking about Tokyo Revengers, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Season 2, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 2, Part 2.
Subcategory 3.
No longer girlfriend, because yikes.
Wasn't that show got to the point where it's like, oh.
Yeah, and then Battle Game in 5 seconds.
Yeah, we're replacing girlfriend, but that'll have to be next time.
No, 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, listen, we're gonna have a long one in about 3 weeks. So I hope you audio listen. Yeah, yeah, words.
Yes, it's been a long day.
Talk about Kobayashi first. Is that first on the list? I don't know.
No, it's second.
What's first?
Tokyo Revengers.
Dude. The Revenge. Okay, Kobayashi.
Oh, I mean, we can talk about Kobayashi first.
No, it's too late. I'm already scrolled down the Tokyo Revengers.
Okay.
Fuck you, yo.
All right, what you got?
Mike is about to kill some fucking people, dude. So, we're gonna bounce around this episode because that'll like all the episodes kind of mesh together, right? Because so for Tokyo Revengers, it's episode 18, 19, and 20, right? Excuse me, sorry. Big breath. Dude, my Justus texts me, you're going to see something, and you're going to wonder what's super
17, 18, 19.
17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
What happened to episode 17? I guess I just wrote nothing down.
Draken, they went.
Oh, that's right, because I watched ahead 1 week.
Yeah.
So you talk about episode 17, and I'll talk about the other 2.
So they were trying to figure
also, the opening is a banger still.
Yeah. They were trying to figure out, who the head of Valhalla is. It's Takemichi and...
Is that when they almost killed that other dude? Right? That was episode 17?
Yeah, the vice captain.
Yeah. Dude, he gets the shit kicked out of him. Which is pretty good that they left it up to interpretation no, he really is beating him up. And then later you learn that, it's like a ploy to kind of get into it.
Yeah.
Which then they go back again. And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, except you get the hint where it's like...
So Baji beats up his former vice captain. Mm-hmm. Then later, the vice captain of Squad 8 or Squad 3.
Yeah.
Comes up, he's like, yo, Takemichi, he beat me up for a good reason. He's going to be your inside man.
Chief of you?
Whatever his name is, blonde boy.
Yeah.
Figure it out. And then Takemichi's like, yeah, okay, that works out. Then later it's like, well, he might come back to us. Like, wait, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Then later they're like, oh, he's probably definitely not coming back to us. It's like, what the fuck was the point of you getting the shit beat out of you then? He's like, whatever.
I trust him.
I trust him to beat the living shit out of me. Like, this show, I don't understand it. Like, they're beating people to the pulp of they should be dead. Mm-hmm. Like, that guy should definitely be fucking dead.
That man's still wearing an eye patch. Yeah.
And so, it's only been 2 days. 2 or 3 days, right?
It's been over a week.
Well, I mean, you're not going to heal that quickly,
Well, yeah, but your eye got fucked up to the point where you can't use it.
You'll be fine on there. Also, I love the time skips back and forth when Takemichi comes back too, because in episode 18, he comes back too. He's like, "Oh, what's up? Oh, yo, Hina's still a character in this show, isn't she?" And she always has 2 lines, and that's fucking it. She's like, here's a gift for you, Takemichi, and it's a little necklace that he gave her too.
Yeah.
And he starts tearing up. She's like, wow, I guess he really likes it then. And she has no idea she's going to fucking die in a blazing fire. Well, I guess we don't know anymore because it's going to fucking change again.
Yeah.
If she'll die in a worse way.
You get those moments that remind you why he's doing what he's doing.
He's also still a little bitch about it. This whole time, he's like, I'm going to save her. Gets tough for 10 minutes. And then the next time there's a big fight, he's the biggest baby. When you're in a fight. And he's just standing there yo, what's up? What are we doing? And then he gets fucking shit beat out of him for a little bit. Yeah. And then he starts fighting back. Just fucking adrenaline kicks in. He's just punching dudes. I got beef with it. Do you know what my beef is?
Was it the cringy
Yeah. Literally, there's a scene in the fight. It's so dumb. Where Toman's losing and everyone's like, let's give up. Takemichi's coming out swinging. Literally, he's just running and swinging his arms like this, yelling, and everyone's like, yo, step back, step back, step back. He might hit you. It's like, what's that going to do to you? Like, first of all, it's like, just hit him back because he's running through a whole gang of Valhalla. Gives an inspirational speech, and everyone gets up. And all of a minute, I was like, man, I'm a little inspired. But at the same time, it's like, that's just such a cringe moment of.
It is. I also get it to a certain degree. Like, if someone's being like extra in a gang fight, you might be like, yo, what's his deal? Instead of like punching him.
That dude's got a gun.
Just the, like, clearly he looks like the fool, but he keeps trying, and that's the inspirational thing.
Like, get in the fight, man. Like, you're in a big...
Look, he did finally do a couple really good punches.
That's my second big beef, is every time someone gets hit by one of the top gang members, like, Draken gets hit, right? Fucking blocks it like this, gets knocked back on his feet. He's dragging his feet across the ground for like 20 feet. And I'm like, so you can break your nose. You've established this. Draken can take a small hit and get knocked out, right? But then he gets punched like that. He's like, yo, what's up? What's good? That's a lot of... Did you scroll through the comments for that on Reddit?
No.
There's a guy that's going through like, man, the amount of force you would need. And then he's like doing the like newtons of it. And he's like, listen, he just got hit by a truck and took it. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, Hanma literally got fucking yeeted across the...
That's true. He did get fucking yeeted. Mikey was taking hits, though. That was probably the coolest part. It was like, granted, that's the part Justus was like, listen, the fight's just going to get more extreme because he heard me talking like, Draken just got knocked back 20 feet. What the fuck? He's like, just wait. And then Mikey's being held by two guys, and Mikey's like, yeah, I'll take hits. Literally, the other fucking dude pulls out a fucking like steel, muffler. Like, half-inch pipe. Now, it's like I guess his muffler is a quarter-inch pipe. Not even quarter, like eighth-inch. Whatever. It's still very sturdy because it's like an old car.
Yeah, and it does have the flange at the end.
Yeah. So he's fucking hitting Mikey once. I'm like, oh shit, Mikey just took a hit. Is that what you're talking about? Just like, sure. And then 2 seconds later, he's like, boom, 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 boom. Hits him like 20 fucking times with his fucking muffler.
Right. You also have to keep in mind, in the background, this is the same dude before Juvie and becoming like badass, killed Mikey's older brother with one hit with a fucking crowbar.
No, he hit him with bolt cutters.
Or bolt cutters.
Which are significantly heavier.
Yes, but like...
It was a headshot. Mikey's brother was a bitch. He deserved to die.
All of fucking Kastura's hits to Mikey were headshots.
Yeah.
Like, and then... Look, it was cool, but at some point you got to be like,
there's a lot of blood.
Meant to be normal, right?
Yeah.
That moment where fucking Mikey like gets mad and has enough leg strength to lift a grown man.
It is literally a grown man after he took all these hits, lifts this dude and uses him to kick
Kastura,
yeah. Kicks him and then sends him flying into a car. This is after it's already...
With enough force to knock him out.
Yeah, enough force to knock him out. But before he starts getting his head kicked in, right? He kicks the front end of like a steel car and dents the whole front end, like collapses it. I'm like, okay, first of all, what the fuck? Second of all, what shoes do they have? Shoes stay perfectly fine. They established that Mikey has a very strong kick. Did you see my notes at all?
No, but like, goddamn, that man.
I wrote, oh damn, Mikey got hit hard with a metal pipe, just like his brother. Then the next thing I wrote is, damn, he hit him again. Again. And I stopped typing because I was like, fuck, he hit him so many goddamn times.
The Mikey's kick is like strong enough where it's like, yo, if there was an Olympic sport for like kickball, like,
dude, soccer, just kick it through the guy.
Yeah.
Soccer ball pops.
Oh God, yeah, it's ridiculous. Sometimes it's
enjoyable
to watch.
They still make it fun.
Yeah,
the fights are meant to be over the top. It's like the fight you told someone what you did. Yo, man, I just kicked 2 dudes in the head and knocked them 30 feet.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, so. It's what you would lie about in a fight. Still cringe, just swinging them arms.
All right.
Hey, choo. Nah, choo. I've seen the Kobayashi opening a little too many times. That's from season 1 though.
Yeah.
But season 2 still starts kind of the same, like uppity beat. Hey, number one thing. You want to guess what my number one thing from this takeaway is?
Titties.
No.
Candy.
Nope. Both of which we'll talk about in a second. Clickbait. Now, I just wrote kiss. When there's a scene with Kobayashi and the other girl that likes sweets.
Ilulu.
Oh, that's right. And Ilulu's the new girl.
Oh.
I'm talking about I understand your confusion. No, the girl from before.
Yeah.
They literally go to fight and they're breathing breath into each other's mouth. And I saw it on Reddit too. It's like, yo, Kobayashi kiss scene. It's fucking
Dragon, not kiss.
It was literally someone that just took the RTA thing. It's like,
Elma.
fight, kiss.
Yeah, Elma.
Dude. Crazy. That's all I got to say. Like, the animation of that fight, they're just flexing again on how well they animated everything. Even when they're in the town. So there's a scene where they go back and they, like, you find out what Elma's and Toru's relationship is, how they met. They met in a town. Elma used to be worshipped as a god, and they give her sweets because most dragons just require a sacrifice. Elma's like, no. There's tastier things in life. As she's pouring a glass of wine and having some sweets, which is why she loves sweets so much. Because she doesn't feast on humans. And it's like, God damn it, Elma. Always going after the fucking sweets. And everyone used to praise her as a god, and Toru destroyed a town. And
yeah,
it was all sorts of crazy.
It was alluded to that things may have gotten like a bit too out of hand where, Elma's goal was like, no, don't sacrifice. I can still provide like water and like be helpful. But like basically the following that she had unintentionally became a cult and they started killing people.
Yeah.
So like,
that's why Toru was like, no, none of this.
Sometimes people are just shit.
In that same episode too, Ilulu apparently doesn't know where or when to change clothes.
Yeah.
She's handed a new shop uniform. The owner's like, Ilulu walks across like a candy shop because she's still trying to figure out what she wants to do in life. She's like, I'm going to sell candy. And then literally the shopkeeper's grandson comes in. He's like, okay, who's the new person? Because he thinks it's a guy because it's they bring a large men's shirt because she's just fucking stacked. It's like, here's a new uniform. And then Ilulu's just like, okay, whoop, wearing nothing. Yeah. You get the classic nosebleed, which made it 100 times better.
And of course, he's immediately like, whoa, wait, what are you doing? And then she has to be like, hentai.
Yeah, you're like, a pervert.
Yeah. The deadpan with it was pretty good.
Dude, but that's got to be her new attached character. Like Toru is with Kobayashi. Fafnir is with whatever his name is. Kobayashi's coworker.
Makoto.
Whatever. There's a lot of them that are like each dragon is attached to a human, and this must be the new attachment that they're trying to add on. Also, the episode after that though, is that the one? Oh yeah, when Fafnir, you find out he's like, yo, I don't give a fuck about humans. But if you beat me in this game, maybe I will care. It's like, shut the fuck up, Fafnir. You know you care. That dude's just a shut-in. It's like, okay, Fafnir, I really need your help with something. Nah, I got to stay inside. New game just came out.
Yeah. Yo, my parents are coming. Like, I need you to just go away so I can look like less of a neat. Nah, I got to get this treasure.
He's like, I got to 100% the game. It's a real challenge. No, but the second part of the episode is like my favorite so far. When Kana and whatever the other character's name is. Who?
Rico.
From like Madagascar?
Shut up. Come on.
No, I was just saying it's fucking adorable, dude. Them just fucking
I guess they use their last name typically, Saikawa.
Yeah, Saikawa. They're just like going on their little adventure, going on a picnic. And then of course they see God, I forgot her name again. Elma. Because she turns into a dragon form to take like a bath in the river, and like Kana was thinking about that too, and Kana's like, yo, you're not using your like invisibility thing. And then literally she's like, I gotta take a picture. Kana's like, nope.
I did enjoy the very end of that where she's trying to like Saikawa is trying to tell all the friends in class where it's like, look, we saw this, and Kana's over there like, you CG.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
CGI.
they're like, what? Yeah. And then they're like that one nerdy kid I just wrote, wow, they got a rapey looking kid in the class. That stereotypical hair over eyes. He's like, oh no, it's called AR. It's like, that old couple is so adorable though. What's next?
Well, we are missing one important because the episodes are typically split. They go ghost hunting and find a little ferryman, buff ferryman at one point. That dude was creepy. And then the
other two episodes were so much better though. I didn't like the last episode.
Yeah, and then the other big-titted dragon. How the hell do you use?
Ilulu?
No, Quiz.
Who?
The one attached to Shota.
Oh yeah, I don't remember how to say her name.
Yeah,
they used to call her Big Boob Dragon Girl, but now there's a new Big Boob Dragon Girl.
She was asked to model for Fafnir, and like
that was
the things he's asking, where it's like, all right, you got to do the tortured stuff too. Please spin your head 180 degrees, and like and other crazy stuff. And she's like, fine, I suppose. And then it cuts to like outside, and like you see the silhouette of some crazy shit, and it's like, bro, what is this right now? Also, someone tell this man no.
No, he wasn't a Fafnir.
Shota did also have kind of like a nice character growth because he wants to be recognized by her as like more of a adult.
Yeah,
and
also that little fucker put cameras in her room.
Yeah,
and watched her naked. It's like, man, you're doing some sketchy shit right now, my guy.
Oh, she was very aware of it though.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Yeah, I mean she was, but it's like, come on, little dude, like. Don't be that guy.
She does a cosplay booklet and like purposely like leaves it on his desk, and she's like looking around the corner. He's like, I won't be tempted. And then she just looks depressed.
Do you want to talk about Slime?
Yeah, yo, you like diplomatic discussions? You like more diplomatic discussions? All right. What the fuck?
I did nothing.
Oh my! For the audio only listeners, the microphone fell off of the mic arm. What the hell? Yeah, you won't be able to hear him. It's not on. Dude, it's God, I'm sorry.
I did nothing.
I know. This threw me the hell off. It's just all diplomatic discussions, man. Like, I was kind of alluding to it earlier when we were talking outside that like they're just setting like everything up before actually going in and like starting the battle. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I just touched it. I'm surprised I caught it.
I mean, good catch. I was trying to think and like talk about that, and suddenly it was like microphone in hand, and it was like,
That'll be a new GIF I'll just have up when people sub him. I'm just like,
oh. So God, I'm like
severely thrown off by that.
Yeah. There were multiple diplomatic discussions. There's Walpurgis, which is supposed to be a demon lord like assembly thing that Rimuru is now going to, and in the process of all of that, the claimant or army is about to be destroyed by Rimuru, and thankfully, thank God, because though I like the diplomatic discussions and how things are going, they like you can only spend so many episodes, especially when we have 12 episodes and you've spent 4.5 of them on just straight like dialogue and setting things up, like until you get to actually it's probably like 6 episodes of it until you like get to the action, and not like now we're getting to the action. And I mean, everything currently is going to plan. Like, literally 3/4 of the army was destroyed in, like, 2 seconds because they lured them into a trap, which is cool. But, like,
that just seems like to be the status quo for that show now.
Yeah.
Yo, let's kill everyone at once.
Yeah, I mean...
Does he level up his demon powers?
I mean, he's not there. He's so powerful, like, the people he named got, like, more powerful when he ascended to a demon lord. And they're just able to wipe out armies now.
That's stupid.
Yeah. So that's Slime, man.
Hey, is your mic on there nice and tight?
Yeah, it's good. Good. Nice and good. Imagine it someone sabotaged it.
I can't wait to go back and listen to that shit.
God.
Battle game 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So you didn't watch episode 4 last time because I think I'd watched it the day of.
Yes.
Yo, imagine losing a big fight where it's life or death and you just killed. The weird thing about this show. So we're talking about episode 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
You just watch someone fucking die, right?
Yeah.
Brutally fucking murdered. And then you're like, you know what? We're going to put you in bunny costumes. You're going to serve drinks. Boom. That's the show now. It's like, it's such a weird thing of there's two totally drastic, like, super serious, little bit of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite that kind of super of it's kind of serious, but it's still comical but it's like serious, little bit of comedy. Serious, little bit of comedy.
Yeah, but some of the comedy doesn't stick. Like, it's an okay show. They're really setting up Akira and Yuri like to be an item.
Listen, man, there was a fucking condom in that room too.
Yeah.
Which it's like, I want to sleep in the same room with Yuri, and everyone's like, okay, and it's like, here's a condom. It's like,
for those who haven't seen it, the second tournament, like the group they win, then there's a punishment, which they were literally just given food and then pushed along to the next one, which is a massive like
difference
forest area.
It's like a huge like imagine like
of other people they didn't know existed.
3 factions. There's green faction, blue faction, and a red faction.
Mm-hmm.
Red versus blue versus green.
Yeah,
but
green is neutral though.
No,
or blue is neutral.
Blue is neutral. So green and red fight. Blue is neutral. It's like small teams or whatever, and the forest is like basically split.
Mm-hmm.
And they even made the point. They made a good point of like, nah, people just live here now because there's no point in moving to the next stage because you don't know if it's gonna be better or worse.
There's a like infant.
Yeah, there was a child and a baby. So people were just having kids because they're like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I like the character design for the leaders of the red team. The like kind of cornrows but kind of bald too.
Murdery man.
It reminds you kind of
red team is very much the bad team.
Yeah.
They have slaves.
Yeah, they have slaves and they just straight up murder people whenever.
Because the objective is for that team to get enough points and then they'll all move on. But they were close enough to collect the points. So instead of, because you collect the points by having people join you.
Yeah.
And instead of doing that, the new people that would join were subject to like literal slavery. So that way they were like forced conscription instead of voluntary.
Because you can use your points to buy stuff on the island like food, supply, medicine, whatever. So it seems like green and red are just kind of living it out. Green is living it out as an actual good community to take in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And red's like, yo, we'll take you in. Okay, you're a slave now.
Yeah.
And then blue's like, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll fight when we need to fight.
Yo, don't come in this area.
Yeah. Which is weird to see how everyone's been kind of divvied up into groups. Like the obvious bad guys are in the bad guy one. The obvious like kind of good guys are in the green, and then the whoever characters are in the blue. So I mean, it was cool to see that there's more people still taking part in the tournament than what originally started.
You also do get to see like newer abilities.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
Like the old man's ability is like
diplomatic discussion.
Yeah. Open diplomatic discussion. That when you close it, you can reflect all that damage back. And it's like,
yeah,
that's what it's called. What if you have diplomatic immunity, huh?
Rip.
That was a Lethal Weapon reference, but anyway. Don't know if you ever seen Lethal Weapon.
If you're Khashoggi, it doesn't matter.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
I hate you so much right now. Dude, there was fucking zombies in the last episode that we watched, episode 6. They're like, yo, fight these zombies. Everyone you kill, 30 points. It's like, cool. Easy way to move on because you only need like, what, 1,000 to move on to the next stage.
Yeah.
They made it seem like you need 1,000 in 30 minutes, but they're like, no. There's like quests throughout.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing that's going to be the next 2, maybe 3 episodes is them just gathering points. Because isn't it supposed to be like a 20 some odd episode season? Because I don't think it's 12. Pretty sure it's not 12.
My anime list doesn't have a specified number for how many episodes. So it
could be longer.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's pretty cool to see everyone's powers, but it definitely was hilarious just seeing Yui and Kira.
Mm-hmm.
And
Beyond's back too.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I like her character. I like the character design, but like she's meant to be a bitch, and
yeah, definitely
she does it well.
Does it real well.
Yeah.
But it's weird. I don't know. I'm interested to see where the show goes. I don't think it's going to go too drastic because they don't establish like how many levels there are, what the whole tournament is, but they make it look like because Mio, she's kind of the main tournament guide, the one that's forcing all the events and quests. She's like, look forward to seeing you again, Akira. And it's like, so did he win before? Then they just wiped his memory and then brought him back again?
No, I just think it like she's knows that he's going to like succeed. She very much like purposely targeted him compared to like other people.
Yeah.
Like her core focus, because I would also assume, even to a certain degree, the abilities that people are given, you don't just get one at random. Like they do all like
balance well with what your personality is supposed to be.
Yeah, but in his case, it very much seemed like it was alluded to that like she like made sure like to give him one to challenge him.
Yeah,
so
he's got a good ability. At least they established it more now of what his ability is.
I do like what they're doing right now because he finally admitted what his actual ability
only to
is.
Yui though.
Yes. And I don't quite get where it's like I thought it was like super established that they have to like be the enemy, so I don't quite remember that like, hey, think of me as the enemy kind of discussion.
Yeah.
And like he's like, no, I have like telepathy.
Yeah.
And you just think about it, and then it starts working, and then it's like, all right, well now that no one can actually hear us, it can be whatever I want it to be as long as you think it is.
Yeah, and then she's
what?
And she could think he has a big.
Well,
works in her favor.
Mm-hmm. It is kind of cool.
Well, his powers could be anything.
Well, yeah. So it could be anything, but it's a cool dynamic the way they have it right now. Because in the middle of the fights, he's always going back to her so they can like communicate and set up an attack. But the way it's established, even though they're like together on the green team, like you can still betray people. Like it again, the rule is like
anything goes.
Yeah. So people are still worried, and when it comes to the cannon, he's established that that's something that he uses. So he's actively like switching to another teammate to fire the cannon at the enemy, and then going back to communicating. So doing like a hot swap on the ability is a good like
she just needs to. I wonder if she has to actually believe it, or because they established the old man, you don't have to fully believe it.
Yeah,
but it's like, could she just believe anything at random? Like he could stop time. That'd be the ultimate fucking ability. Just think, oh, time stop. I mean, to be fair, right now the sky's the limit for abilities. Nothing's limited by physical strength. So like your ability just works, does whatever. I mean, that one guy.
I think the specific limit would be like on the physical side because she can still get hurt.
Yeah, but her strength is 4 times. I mean, shit, he can make a cannon out of thin air. The girl can have knives come out of her body.
Yeah.
My Hero, Battle Royale.
Basically. It's an interesting show. Personally, the animation is kind of weak, but it's kind of whatever. Like,
Yeah, the animation's not as good. Well, there's like scenes where it's good, and there's scenes where it's like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially the main Akira's face. It's like,
yeah,
what is going on here?
So it's definitely an interesting show. I think the thing that drives this forward the most is not even quite the story, but the concept and where it's gonna go. So, that's kind of about it.
And now the news.
Do
you like the Top Gear reference?
Anime exists.
Hey, the biggest thing, as of, what was that? A couple days ago, it's been a 1-year anniversary since Kiss Anime got shut down.
Yeah, no one gives a shit.
Fuck you. Kiss Anime was a good website.
Kiss Anime was a pirating site.
So?
It's shit.
There's a lot of people that use that couldn't even get it in their country to begin with. So, I mean, to be fair.
VPN go brrr. So,
but if you don't have enough money for anything to begin with,
you can give free VPNs.
The biggest news
also,
besides
it's like $8 for 3 months.
One of the biggest news is, I'm really gonna butcher his name. I think it said how to pronounce it. Masami Suda passed away this week. He was age 77 on there. Yeah. One of his most popular things that he worked on was character designer for Fist of the North Star, the Nani memes. Mm-hmm. Then he also worked on anime titles such as Slam Dunk and Psycho-Pass, which Psycho-Pass is a personal favorite. I'm not a huge fan of Slam Dunk, but a lot of people love it. So that was early 90s, right? I think Slam Dunk was early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, big like influencer in like the anime world, because Fist of the North Star was very, very popular on there. Back when anime was still not like as popular as it is today. He passed away.
They're doing
September 16th on there. And the public knew the next day.
Huh?
I was surprised they told everyone that he passed away on the 16th.
He passed away on the 7th, and it was announced on the 16th.
Oh, sorry. He was born. Oh, sorry. I read my own thing. I wrote that wrong. Sorry. What Justice said. The voice actress for Boruto in Japan tested positive for COVID-19. So they'll probably take they probably have a whole bunch in the backlog already. So it'll probably take a little.
I mean, maybe.
I guess they are working on every week. So there's probably going to be a break for Boruto for probably like a month, maybe 2 months. It'd be good because it's a perfect time to take a break. Mm-hmm. And then let the voice actress, stay safe, let her recover, and then, go back to it so your animators get a break.
Yeah. They're doing the live action My Hero that was announced. I don't know which here in America they've announced that they're working on it.
John Cena should be All Might.
I don't know which studio is working on it.
Probably Paramount. Paramount gets a lot of foreign stuff.
I think it'd be like Warner Brother, because Warner Brother also has the rights to like Death Note and stuff here.
Yeah, but they only pick up I think it's like
Death Note and Bleach they have.
Yeah, but Warner Brothers really hasn't done too much more other than that. You know what? Fuck it, Disney. Make Yukihara a Disney princess. Make Deku Disney prince. He deserves it. Bakugo, nah, fuck him. Did you see? I posted this yesterday. It was Mappa was hiring and training animators for Chainsaw Man and future projects. So after they got all that hate of underpaying animators, like paying them a quarter what they would normally get paid for doing a frame or like a sequence or a scene, they're finally caving in the pressure, which is kind of bullshit that they just didn't do it in the first place. And they're bringing in more animators and more people to train them how to animate and how to animate well, especially on something like Chainsaw Man. Mm-hmm. They said they were bringing people for Chainsaw Man, but they've already animated a good majority of it. I wonder if people quit because of the working conditions and now they have to bring.
I would assume that the stuff that they currently have done for Chainsaw Man would only be the first couple of episodes. to say that like they're anywhere near completely done with that would be like.
Well, I mean, they probably already have like the base set up for it, and then it's just adding more.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know.
Maybe the
I don't know how
storyboarding.
hard animation is. I imagine like setting up the foundation of the scene before you coloring it. I imagine isn't too hard because you're just filling in whatever's there. I imagine like getting it ready to color is probably the hardest part, which is kind of like that mid-tier thing.
Because I would assume the storyboarding for each episode is complete.
It would have to be
going through probably half of the episodes, depending on unless they work on like just an episode by episode basis. All of the keyframes may be done for roughly half of the episode, and then working on the mid frames, it would be less. And
Chainsaw Man's October, right?
Yeah.
So 2 months, and I imagine it doesn't take a terrible amount of time to do all that. So they probably have the first couple episodes done. Because listen, it's gonna turn out well, no matter really how they do it. It's Chainsaw Man. You can't even buy the first volume, pretty much.
You do say that, but like you said, it took like a really long time just to animate like the 10-second clip for Violet Evergarden on the typewriter, and even
that was on the Bon Wee podcast. If you guys like anything other than anime,
and Vivi, there's a specific scene that is 2 seconds long.
Yeah, Vivi took like that was like a whole month thing.
Yeah. So like,
listen, if you haven't seen Vivi yet, I fully watched it. I never did a wrap up review on the podcast. Watch it; it's so fucking good.
Yeah. So depending on what needs to be done, I would assume that like realistically, they probably have like episode 1 right now, 80% completed.
I guess that yeah. Hey, did you hear the other sad news though? Do you want to guess?
Sigma.
What?
Sigma balls.
Wow. I think I have a thing for this. Is it this? Yep.
God.
It's gonna be so fucking loud when I go to edit it. No. Kiss X Sis ends in 2 chapters.
Oh.
I've never read it. I just know the memes from it. It literally popped up, and people on fucking Facebook were like, it's gonna be so sad to see that go. I'm like, why? It should have ended a long time ago. Now, the last little bit of news, we have a few more things, and I'll let you go home and watch more anime. The new Anohana anniversary event reveals more of the characters and more info about what's going to come out. Still not a whole lot of info to come out. We're still excited to see it. They had some more like key visuals. That's what they call it of the I think it's like a 45-minute thing. It's like a one-off. I don't know what it is for sure. Well, don't ask me.
Maybe like an OVA.
Yeah. 10-year. Imagine the people that bought the complete collection. As he looks back at his complete collection, which is no longer complete. No, but we talked about
it. It says the same thing if you own Kobayashi season 1. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, complete series.
Complete series is like
season 1.
No, we'll talk about it on here more because we didn't talk about it on Bon Wee as much. Disney dropped a trailer for September 22nd. It's called Star Wars Visions, and they've taken 7 different studios in Japan, and it's fucking crazy. We're pretty sure Trigger's in there. Did you have the list of them?
I can have it in a second.
So if you haven't seen the trailer, we'll link it below. So make sure you link that, Justus, when we upload it. But I think the trailer originally dropped on Twitter. I usually don't check Twitter, and then I got from Anime Corner. That's who I saw it from. They dropped the trailer. It's already got, just from Anime Corner, it's got 3.2 million views. That's probably not even from the main Disney account as well. But a lot of people are looking forward to it because the animation looks crazy. I'm pretty sure one's from Trigger. One's from the ones that did Bebop, it looks like. I don't remember who that is. But we were talking, it reminds us of, what's it called? Love, Death Robots or Love, Sex Robots, something like that.
I think it's Love, Death Robots.
That Netflix did. But it's all like Star Wars themes, so it'll be cool from an animation standpoint. But then from a Star Wars standpoint too, they might be trying to group in a little more people that usually don't watch anime. And it's cool to have it on Disney too. Because there's only a few that don't look very anime stylish. They look more kind of Western stylish. Do you have the list?
I do. So I'm just going to read from the passage here. It's on the Star Wars website. The studios creating the 9 shorts include...
9?
Yes.
Oh, it must be 9 now because they only announced 7 on this.
This is from 3 days ago. Kamikaze Doga. They'll do The Duel. Gingo Studio, Twin Engine. I guess we normally think of them as the Twin Engine. Does Lop and Ocho, Studio Colorado, which is also Twin Engine. Gino and Studio Colorado, the Twin Engine thing is part of that like Studio Wit. I don't know if you've ever seen that opening where people are like riding on the motorcycles. It's basically like a collaboration like kind of thing. They're doing Tatooine Rhapsody. Trigger is the Twins and the Elder. And then Kinema Circus is the Village Bride. Science Saru is Akari. And then Production IG with the Ninth Jedi.
Yeah, it looks... go watch it. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely just looks super
It's like a 2-minute, 30-second trailer. It's a long trailer because it's a whole bunch of stuff, which when you break it down, it's not that much info per whatever it is, per movie or scene or whatever they're going to do.
Yeah.
Other than that, the last piece of news is this week the My Hero villain arc started. The My Villain Academia begins with next My Hero episode, which would have been this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So they're focusing more on the villain part of My Hero. Because we just got a big arc with Endeavor, training people, family, whatever. Dom was there. Some crazy shit. That's about all I got.
Yeah.
Next week
quick,
is special.
To give you an idea, for Kinema Citrus, which I personally, for Star Wars Visions, I want to say at least visually, like IG and Kinema are going to be 2 of the most visually striking because Kinema has done all of Maid in Abyss. And
Jesus, how much is Disney paying for this? That's not a cheap studio. Not saying like, other studios do stuff way too cheap. It's just they put a lot of effort into stuff.
Yeah. They also did season 1 of Shield Hero, which
now is delayed till next. Maybe this is why it's delayed till next year, huh? Disney's like, yo, you want like $100 million?
Yo, gotta get that Disney money. They've also...
I'd be pissed if that was the reason, the real legit reason why they delayed it. But I think they delayed it due to not overloading their staff, which, that might be the reason why. They probably got that Disney money.
They've also worked on other stuff for like Dot Hack and alongside...
Hack was all right. I wasn't a huge fan.
Yeah, they also worked alongside with like Studio Bones for Good Night, Sleep Tight, Young Lovers, Eureka 7 movie. That was.
Is there any more news about the new Eureka 7 movie coming out?
It's like High Evolution 3. There's like a key visual of Erika, like.
But no trailer?
With a kid. No, I don't believe so. But yeah, that's kind of it.
Next week's a special.
Yes.
Maybe a special guest too.
Maybe.
We don't know.
Goodbye. Bye. Look and subscribe.